Ranger Dave.
This show is a celebration of sound bursting free from the rules of convention and mediocrity. From a mighty mountain somewhere on the west coast of North America, and broadcasting out to the world from within his humble lair, the Toke Command Module, our fearless hero delivers a musical brew sizzled up from his brain pan, as would a giant human jukebox. Ranger Dave strives to fill the world with healing vibes through selected tunology. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of the Ranger Dave Show. I'm Ranger Dave, of course, and that was Hugo Montenegro, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and I think that describes tonight's show pretty well. Well, the content of tonight's show, nothing about me, of course. Now, as we all know, weed was legalized, and then a big kind of conflagration began. So thank God that pot was legalized because, it puts us all in a better mood. I've got $100 bill, and you can keep your pills. This is Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard, and I think they sum it up nicely.
Think I'm dumb as a rock. Reading me the news while I'm kicking off my shoes, and it's scaring me out of my socks. That red-headed stranger I'm not, but buddy, let me tell you what. If you ask old Will, this it's all going to pot. Well, it's all going to pot, whether we like it or not. Best I can tell, the world's gone to hell and we're all gonna miss it a lot. All the whiskey in Lynchburg, Tennessee just couldn't hit the spot. I got $100 bill, you can keep your pills, friend, it's all going to pot.
Somewhere between the prayer flags and Volkswagen vans, out on Salt Spring Island I saw some yoga chick wearing at least 3 pairs of pants, but she sure wasn't wearing no bra. She had one pointing up and one pointing down, and some thing in the middle was moving around. She smelled of patchouli and lay on the ground. That's the last time I'm eating her brownies. She talked about vegan, sustainable food, and folks, don't you know, I just couldn't be rude, but with visions of barbecue, quiet I stood. When her friends threw on the food, it didn't smell good. She was crazed about tank seam, but her tightly toned body was out of a dream. So I stood there staring. Quite stupid I seemed. That's the last time I'm eating her brownies. When they started the music, her body it shook. It sounded like records whose speed got mistook. There were tinglers and rattles, and a whoosh and a shake, and a flatulent sound that would be hard to fake. Soon they all started chanting and panting and shit, and no woman was shy on exposing a tit. Some guy on the ground, he was having a fit. That's the last time I'm eating those brownies. Then the firemen came with alarms all about. We had started a fire in a ring. It was right out of season, too big or too small, or just pissed them off or something. They gave pamphlets on fire halls and awesome new trucks, and they grinned when I asked about taxpayer bucks. If they're trying to convince me, they're shit out of luck. I'm just smiling from eating those brownies.
Thanks for listening in to Lonesome Steve, the Cowboy Poet. This time, tune in again for Lonesome Steve, Salt Springs Cowboy Poet. Now, you might think that I'm all hat and no cattle, but it's absolutely not true. That was Boys Don't Cry, I Want to Be a Cowboy, and before that, Salt Springs cowboy poet, Mr. Lonesome Steve, doing a piece of his. And we started that set out with Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. This is Captain Beefheart.
Harry Irene were a couple that lived in the green. Harry Irene were a couple that ran a canteen. Ran a canteen. Ran a canteen. Two people had Irene like you've never seen. The floor was made of oak. The door was smoky gray. Their tuna sandwiches would turn the dark into day. They sold wine, a turpentine to paint us. They took their social life like props to aviators. Play it pretty. We're a couple that ran a canteen. Harry Irene were a couple that lived in the green. Ran a canteen. Ran a canteen, took Harry for all of his green and Irene. By the way, folks, it was Dusty, not Harry. What does this mean? What does this mean? What's the meaning of this? Poor Harry, I guess.
kitchen at parties. You will always find him in the kitchen at parties.
Then I met this debutante, I said I like you, a bra. She was into French cuisine, but I ain't no cordon bleu. This was at something new in Palmer's Green. I had no luck with her.
You will still find him in the kitchen at parties. You will still find him in the kitchen at parties.
At last I met a pretty girl. She laughed and talked with me. We both walked out of the kitchen and danced in a new way. And now I've done my time in the kitchen at parties. I've done my time in the kitchen at parties.
He's done his time in the kitchen at parties. He's done his time in the kitchen at parties. He's done his time in the kitchen at parties. He's done his time in the kitchen at parties.
Midnight Saturday, sat in the dark, watching the ceiling falling apart. The air conditioner has been busted for weeks, so the smell of cooking seeps through the floor. I can't eat no more. They want me to be as light as a feather, so the doctors wired my jaws together. And I'm locked in the bedroom away from the food, so I lie on my back in the dark, in the nude. I can't eat no more. I gotta use a straw. But if the devil dragged me down to the kitchen, I wouldn't put up a fight. I'd gladly sign away my soul for a T-bone steak tonight.
I feel like Coach Jack sitting in the Cadillac. I gotta eat a flapjack stack, a rack, a six-pack jack. Just call me Jack Kerouac. Click clack, open up the hatchback. I can eat a bubble car or a pack of make patty cake, Big Mac. Good God, it's a snack attack.
Sausage, egg, and beans and chips and milkshakes, clam bakes, fondue and dips and sauces, horses, 17 courses of barbecue beef with asparagus tips, rashes of bacon and bagels and lox and tandoori prawns and a box of chocks, spaghetti with mussels, parma hams and deep frozen waffles with syrup and jam. My willpower's gone, I'm down on my knees, praying to the god of cottage cheese. It's no good trying, I'll never beat it, cause if it moves, I'll eat it. So undo my trousers, let out the slack. Who cares, it's a snack attack, it's a snack attack.
I gotta eat a flapjack stack, a rack, a six-pack jack. Just call me Jack Kerouac. Click clack, open up the hatchback. I can eat a bubble car or a pack of Mac. Patty cake, Big Mac. Good God, it's a snack attack.
It's a snack attack. It's a snack attack. It's a snack attack. My father was a gents outfitter. My mother went crazy, they had to commit her. They used to tell me, don't be a quitter, but I know deep down I'm the runt of the litter. I can't eat no more. I gotta use a straw. But how do you take an overdose or even pretend to do it when the last straw is the one in your mouth and you can't suck sleepers through it? I can't eat no more. I gotta use a straw. If the devil took me to Mexico to taste his guacamole, I'd gladly sign my name in blood and give him the keys to my soul. Because I can't eat no more. I can't eat no more.
Jack Kerouac, click clack, open up the hatchback. I could eat a double car or a bag of Mac, not a cake, Big Mac. Good God, it's a snack attack. It's a snack attack. It's a snack attack. I feel like Kojak sitting in the Cadillac. I gotta read a blackjack stack, a rag and a six-pack Jack. Just call me Jack Kerouac. Click clack, open up the hatchback. I could eat a double car or a bag of Mac, not a cake, Big Mac. Good God, it's a snack attack.
Midnight Sunday, asleep on the floor, curled up in the corner, can't take no more. Armies of food invade my sleep, led by lasagnas 10 inches deep. My head is pounding, my heart is beating, cows are mooing, sheep are bleating. I'm being haunted by all the meat I've eaten. And then a burglar alarm goes off in my head, and I wake up screaming, am I dead or alive? And the clock says 5. It's only 5 in the morning, I'm covered in sweat. Am I hungry? You bet. Cold turkey's what I'm going through, cold turkey's what I need. But they hung a sign on my appetite saying, danger, do not feed. I can't eat no more, I gotta use a straw. Can't eat no more, can't eat no more. And they've even taken away the pictures of food I had on my wall. And my treasured collection of menus, they screwed up into a ball. In front of my face, they flicked it out of the window into the night. But they'll never unscramble the combination, they'll never get it right. Now if they made a feature film that featured only food, I'd wallow in the crowd scenes while the rest of the audience booed. And if I got myself a video, I could satisfy the need. I could check out the action frame by frame and watch the calories breathe. But I can't eat no more. I gotta use a straw. I can't eat no more. I can't eat no more. I can't eat no more. Gotta use a straw.
Feel like Kojak sitting in the Cadillac. I gotta read a 5-jack stack, a rag, a 6-pack Jack. Just call me Jack Kerouac. Click clack, open up the hatchback. I could eat a bubble car or a bag of Mac, not a cake, Big Mac. Good God, it's a snack attack. Feel like Kojak sitting in the Cadillac. I gotta read a 5-jack stack, a rag, a 6-pack Jack. Just call me Jack Kerouac. Click clack, open up the hatchback. I could eat a bubble car or a bag of Mac, not a cake, Big Mac. Good God, it's a snack attack. Feel like Kojak sitting in the Cadillac. I gotta read a 5-jack stack, a rag, a 6-pack Jack. Just call me Jack Kerouac. Click clack, open up the hatchback. I could eat a bubble car or a bag of Mac, not a cake, Big Mac.
The best song about overeating I've ever heard by Godley and Creme, Snack Attack. Godley and Creme were originally part of 10cc. Before that, we heard Jonah Louie, I'm Always in the Kitchen at Parties, and we started that out with a live version of Harry Irene by Captain Beefheart. Continuing on our theme of overeating and other such politically incorrect things, this is Gary Moore.
Let's hear it for the fat boy. Let's hear it for the fat boy. Let's hear it for the fat boy. Let's hear it for the fat boy.
hear it for the fat boy.
You are listening to Ranger Dave.
Do I make you horny?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, it was another payday, and I'm tired of being a Mr. Goodbar, so I saw Miss Hershey standing behind the powerhouse on the corner of Clark and Fifth Avenue. I whipped out my whopper and whispered, "Hey, sweet tart, how'd you like to crunch on my big hunk for $1 million bar?" She immediately went down on my Tootsie Roll. You know, it was like pure almond joy. I couldn't help but to grab her delicious mounds, because it was easy to see that this little Twix had the red hots. It was all I could do to hold back a snicker and a crackle as my butterfinger went up her tight little Kit Kat as she started to scream, "Oh, Henry, oh, Henry." So when she was fondling my Peter, Paul, and Zagnuts, and I knew it wouldn't be long before I blew my milk duds clear to Mars and gave her a taste of the old Milky Way. She asked me if I was into M&Ms, and I said, "Chiclet, no kinky stuff." I said, "Look, you little Reese piece, don't be a zero, be a lifesaver. Why don't you just take my whatchamacallit and slip it up your bit of honey?" Oh, what a piece of juicy fruit she was, too. She screamed, "Oh, Cracker Jack, you're better than the Three Musketeers." As I ran my ding-dong up her rocky road into her peanut butter cup, well, I was giving it to her good and plenty when all of a sudden my star burst. Yes, luck would have it, she started to grow a big chunky and complain of a wriggly in her stomach. Sure enough, 9 months later, out popped a baby Ruth.
A sex song based on chocolate bars. Sounds about right. That was Harvey Mandel. Before that, Spirit doing the Potato Land theme. And we had Let's Hear It for the Fat Boy by Gary Moore starting that out. Now, a song about something that goes good with just about everything. This is Lenny White, Peanut Butter.
Brown, make me peanut butter sandwich, baby.
Now, I'd like to give a toast.
Of course.
Well, here's the crime.
To crime?
3 or 4 months old at the time. I didn't really know what I wanted, and if I did I wouldn't have been able to tell anybody because all I could do was gurgle. So I sat there in my high chair, thinking one day, looking at me tray and thinking what I'd give for a meal on there. So I started looking around to see what I could have. I was rubbing my eggy soldier in my head, trying to think. And then I looked in the corner, and there's a little bread bin with its mouth open, just staring at me like. And then I looked in, and I saw bread. I thought, oh yeah, I'll have toast. A little piece of toast. Well, then I started getting older. I hated this, I hated that. Expensive steak was ludicrous, and cafes couldn't cater for the finer things in life. The upper crust was not for me, I could tell that. So I'd go back home, switch the kitchen light on, put the grill on, slip a slice under, and have toast. A little piece of toast. Because there's so much to choose from. There's brown bread, white bread, all sorts of wholemeal bread. It comes in funny packages with writing on the side, but it doesn't matter which one you have, because when you cut the crust off, have it with marmalade or butter, cheese, tomatoes, beans, banana, or chocolate if it's strange, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, it all goes with toast. Just toast. I'm gonna think about it some. That's toast. Yeah, just toast. That's toast. Just toast. Well, I go down the supermarket with me basket in me hand. I'm walking from one counter to another trying to find the bread store, but I can't find it anywhere. And then I bump into a mother with a baby in a basket, and she says, "Oh, look, you started him off again. I come down here for a little bit of peace and quiet to get some bread to go home to make toast. Just toast. I like toast." Yeah, but I don't half like toast. Okay, scrape that toast, boys. That's toast. Yeah, just toast. I can't think about it anymore. I've got to go and have some. It's no good.
Hey, listen, I'm getting a bit brand off standing there.
Me too.
Should we go and have some toast?
It's a good idea.
Why not?
Okay.
I've got the grill on.
Got any brown bread?
Yeah, I've got wholemeal bread. Toast. Wheatmeal bread. Toast. All sorts of toast. Let's go. Where's the kettle? It's over here, don't worry about it. Here. Is this the bread thing? There it is. Get the old bread out. This is thin slice. Oh yeah, I like it.
Nice, nice.
What are you doing? Having a tea party. What does it look like I'm doing?
Chicken dinner. Every Sunday. It's spaghetti on Wednesday night. Off to the neighbors for that late night bite. Now I'm home and hungry, and all I got in front of me is eggs. It doesn't matter how you cook them eggs. I'd be gladder if someone took them eggs. They remind me of my chicken, and I'd rather have my chicken than eggs. Oh, those eggs. It doesn't matter how you cook them eggs. I'd be gladder if someone took them eggs. Now they remind me of my chicken, and I'd rather have my chicken than eggs. I got a mind to ramble. I got an egg to scramble. I think that those eggs are swell, but keep them honkies in their shell, them eggs. Oh, my heart's aching for the thing next to bacon, yeah. Eggs. That's all it is, just nothing but a song about eggs. Here you go, Peter, cook it up now. Chicken, then eggs.
That was Martin Mull singing about eggs. Before that, Street Band singing about toast. And before that, peanut butter. Kind of a theme going there. We're going to stick with that. This is Tom Waits from Nighthawks at the Diner.
Nighthawks at the diner, Emma's 49er. There's a rendezvous of strangers around a coffee urn night. All the gypsy hacks and the insomniacs, now the paper's been read. Now the waitress said eggs and sausage and a side of toast, coffee and a roll. Hash browns are easy, chili in a bowl with burgers and fries. What kind of pie? It's a graveyard charade, it's a late shit masquerade. And it's 2 for a quarter, dime for a dance. Woolworth rhinestone, diamond earrings, and a sideways glance. Now the register rings. Now the waitress sings. Eggs and sausage, side of toast, coffee and a roll, hash browns over easy, chili in a bowl, burgers and fries. What kind of pie? Classified section offers no direction. It's a cold caffeine in a nicotine cloud. As the touch of your fingers lingers burning in my memory. I've been 86th from your scheme. Now I'm in a melodramatic nocturnal scene. Now I'm a refugee from a disconcerted affair. Now the lead pipe morning fall. Now the waitress calls eggs and sausage. Now a side of toast. Coffee and a roll. Hash browns over easy. Chili in a bowl. With burgers and fries. Now what kind of pie? Alamo, if you will. Just come in and join the crowd. Had some time to kill. See, I just come in to join the crowd. Had some time to kill. Just come in to join the crowd. 'Cause I had some time to kill.
I am the big shot. You heard me right the first time, name of Bachelor Johnny Cool. Occupation, big shot. Occupation at the moment, just having fun. What a party that was, the drinks were loaded and so were the dolls. I narrowed my eyes and poured a stiff Manhattan, then I saw Hotsy. What a dame, a big bountiful babe in the region of 48, 23, 38. One hell of a region. She had the hottest lips since Hiroshima. I had to stand back for fear of being burned. Whiskey wow wow, I breathed. She was dressed as Biff o' the Bear. In that kind of outfit, she could get rolled at night. And I don't mean on a crap table. It's kind of revealing, isn't it? Revealing, it's positively risque. I like it. She said, "You're a man with 1,000 G's, right? 1,000 what I quit? Why, G-man, girls, guns, guts. You're my type." Wrong, baby. I slapped her hard. I'm an L-man. Strictly liquor, love and laughs. She stared over my shoulder. "Play it cool, Johnny." "Play it what?" I flipped. Listen, I fought my way up from tough East Side New York. Lead-filled saps and submachine guns. Like this. She said, "Johnny, this is a deadly game. Have a few laughs and go home." I shuddered. Normally I pack a rod in pajamas. I carry nothing but scars from Normandy Beach. I said, "Wrong, baby, you can't fool me." She spat playfully. "I'm ahead of you, Johnny." I studied the swell of her enormous boobs and said, "Baby, you're so far ahead, it's beautiful." You're eccentric, I like that. Electric, chérie, bugged off my rocket to comprendre. We spoke French fluently. Our lips met again and again. Yeah, I slobbered. Hotsy said, "You're slobbering all over the seat, kid." I went home late, very late. What could I say to my wife? Darling, I've been beaten up again. Let's face it, she's credulous as hell. A punk stopped me on the street. He said, "You got a light, Mac?" I said, "No, but I got a dark brown overcoat."
Sitting on his knee about the birds and the bees and such. You can do right proud in the college crowd, but you ain't gonna learn that much. Get your degree in the ABCs and dig out the cold hard facts. You gotta sell them chickens before they die and the eggs before they hatch.
Now I was told at the Super Bowl when the crowd let out a roar, a big old back with a ball and a jack, and he went on in to score. The coach recalled when he spiked the balls and forget the old cotton patch. I want to sell them chickens before they die and the eggs before they hatch.
Old Slugger's ball was a head for the wall and it looked like a home run cloud. But the fielder's glove went high above and caught it for the final out. On the sporting page, he was all the rage when they asked him how he made that catch. But I sold him chickens before they died and the eggs before they hatched.
Now the boxing king climbed into the ring to fight for the title bout. But a right to the jaw was all he saw, and the ref was counting him out. His manager said as he shook his head, "Son, you done lost this match. You gotta sell them chickens before they die and the eggs before they hatch."
Searched high and low for the secrets to success, and he didn't stop till they got to the top of old Mount Everest. An old guru told him all he knew as he thumbed through his artifacts. You gotta sell them chickens before they die and the eggs before they hatch.
Clear, there's one I'd like to share.
Just be yourself like nobody else and you might become a millionaire.
Your reply when they wonder why, how'd you make all that scratch?
When you sold them chickens before they died and the eggs before they hatched. They'll want to know how you made that dough. You can tell them how to make a batch. Just sell them chickens before they die and the eggs before they hatch.
That was Hank Thompson and Junior Brown. You better sell them chickens. Before that, Big Shot by the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band. About Another Time. Sort of a Damon Runyon era. And a great song there from the album Gorilla. Before that, Eggs and Sausage and a Side of Toast. Now we're going to do the science fiction part of the program. These are the Time Lords.
Doctor Who, Doctor Who, hey, the TARDIS, Doctor Who, hey, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who,
Star Trek, a TV show about a galactic militarized commie federation pushing occult knowledge disguised as science fiction.
Trekking across the universe. On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk. Star trekking across the universe. Slowly going forward 'cause we can't find reverse. Lieutenant, report. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, Jim.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, Jim.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward, still can't find reverse.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, Jim.
Starship Captain James T.
Ah, we come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill, men.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward and things are getting worse.
It's just
You cannot change the laws of physics. Laws of physics. Laws of physics. You cannot change the laws of physics. Laws of physics, Jim.
Ah, we come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill. Scotty, beam me up.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it, Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow.
You cannot change the script, Jim. I'll see you, Jimmy.
It's worse than that. It's physics, Jim.
Bridge to engine room, warp factor 9.
If I give it any more, she'll blow.
The moon is 238,855.086 miles away. The Van Allen belts are between 1,000 and 12,000 miles up there. The space station is 254 miles above the Earth. Does a 10-minute ride in a giant aluminum phallus to 66 miles up in the air qualify a 90-year-old dude to be an astronaut? I'm asking for a friend.
I want a deep-fried turkey. I want a moister, tastier turkey. I want a deep-fried turkey. I want a moister, tastier turkey. It started as a hunger. I was young and arrogant. Blinded by my hunger, I ignored safety. I want a deep-fried turkey. I want a moister, tastier turkey. I want a deep-fried turkey. I want a moister, tastier turkey. When I laid my hands on that fryer, I didn't want to let go. Back then, everyone was doing it. I once loved this piece of metal. Keep yourself, your family, and me safe from turkey fryer fire. So dangerous, you can't even imagine. Fried turkey tastes great. It's a great taste. I love fried turkey. But you gotta be safe. Pop, thermometer. Dingle dangle, dingle dangle. Pop, thermometer. Where's the dingle dangle? Hot oil, wet frozen turkey. Push together, make steam. Pushing the hot oil by my hunger. I ignored safety. Spat in the face of science. Turn off the flame.
Oh my goodness! What have I done? Oh, look at this. That is so stupid.
Keep yourself, your family, and me safe from turkey fryer fire. So dangerous. You can't even imagine. I want a deep fried turkey. I want a moister, tastier turkey. I want a deep fried turkey. I want a moister, tastier turkey. That fryer took so much from me. But it gave me a healthy fear. Fire, metal, oil, and turkey are glorious when in harmony, but their power is unrelenting in careless hands.
Is William Shatner really concerned about you burning up the turkey and maybe your house? Or is he just a shill? I wonder. You know, I don't see William Shatner as a creative force per se. Great Canadian, though, I guess. Before William Shatner doing deep-fried turkey for an insurance company, we heard The Firm doing Star Trek and the Time Lords doing Doctor and the TARDIS. Now, Mr. Shatner is not a singer per se. He's an interpreter. He kind of talks to music. Here he is talking about, well, certainly not last year or the year before it, but one of those years way back when was a good year, wasn't it? You're listening to Ranger Dave. This is the special novelty act show that we call Signs of a Fool.
When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for small town girls and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green when I was 17. When I was 21, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for city girls who lived up the stair with perfumed hair that came undone when I was 21. When I was 35, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for blue-blooded girls of independent means. We'd ride in limousines, their chauffeurs would drive. When I was 35. but now the days are short. I'm in the autumn of the year. And now I think of my life as vintage wine from fine old kegs. From the brim to the dregs it poured sweet and clear. It was a very good year.
Hello?
Hello, EMI here.
Hello, is that Mr. EMI?
Yeah.
Oh, we are having the group over here in India, and we'd like to be playing you the music now, you know.
Well, what kind of music do you play?
Well, we are thinking you would find it most interesting.
Well, why not send me a track?
What? Oh, yes, we are completely black, so we are very ethnic, you see. Mine not a teen indeed. Now, I would like to tell you about our music, son. And I hope you are interested because we are phoning a lot of money to cost you to phone you up. I can do anything you like. I can do disco all night. I can do classical. I can do funk. I can do reggae. Or I can do the funk.
Well, that sounds rather interesting. Do you have any other kind of music you can play to me?
Oh, the grooviness here is most evident in the music side. The content of the music now is most complicated. I sing it again for you.
Okay.
Here we go. I can do anything you like. I can do disco all night. I can do classical. I can do funk. I can do reggae. Or I can simply do the funk. Oh, I hope you are giving a good listening to us. We are loving to come over there and be contract signing, you know.
Yeah, well, can you sing me something else over the phone, you know?
We can sound like the ditties. Or we can sound like Barbara Streisand. We can sound like the Rolling of the Stones or the Fleetwood Mac. We can sound like complete unknowns. Hello?
And what part of China are you from, may I ask?
Ich bin ein China Boychik von Slovakia, bin hak mir nicht China, and I don't mean extra.
The world today seems absolutely crackers. With nuclear bombs to blow us all sky high. There's fools and idiots sitting on the trigger. It's depressing, and it's senseless, and that's why I like Chinese. I like Chinese. They only come up to your knees, yet they're always friendly and they're ready to please. I like Chinese. I like Chinese. There's 900 million of them in the world today. You'd better learn to like them, that's what I say. I like Chinese. I like Chinese. They come from a long way overseas, but they're cute and they're cuddly and they're ready to please. I like Chinese food. The waiters never are rude. Think of the many things they've done to impress. There's Maoism, Taoism, I Ching and chess. So I like Chinese. I like the Chinese little tree. They're Zen, they're ping pong, they're yin and yang leaves. I like Chinese thought, the wisdom that Confucius taught. If Darwin is anything to shout about, the Chinese will survive us all without any doubt. So I like Chinese. I like Chinese. They only come up to your knees, yet they're wise and they're witty and they're ready to please. All together.
I Jumbaran. Well, I Jumbaran. Well, I Jumbaran. Ni hao ma, ni hao ma, ni hao ma, 再见. I like Chinese. I like Chinese. Their food is guaranteed to please. A 14, a 7, a 9, and light cheese. I like Chinese. I like Chinese. I like their tiny little trees. They're Zen, they're ping pong, they're yin and yangies. I like Chinese. I like Chinese.
We are deep into the politically incorrect part of the show. We just heard Monty Python, of course, singing about their good buddies, the Chinese. And before that, we heard the Monks doing We Can Do Anything You Like. And we started that set out with Big Bad Bill from Montreal. Now, I'm not sure what this band is all about. I do know that a former member of Camel was involved, and they seem to stay in character no matter what. They call themselves the Three Mustafas 3.
laugh a while you can, monkey boy.
I didn't scream or fuss. I did have lots of patience waiting for that bus. Dug deep down in my pockets to try and find some coin, but much to my chagrin, all I found was my groin. Hey!
this morning I was feeling fine, but this cat starts banging, man, what a swine. So I called reception, but to no avail. That's why I'm telling you this sorry tale. It went bang, I said shut up. It went bang, I said wrap up. Well, I'm aware that the guy must do his work, but the part of a man drove me berserk. He said, Captain, I said what? He said, Captain, I said what? Once a lifetime, twice a day. If you don't work, you get no pay. I've been to the east, I've been to the west, where the girls I like most are the ones undressed. Well, hello, Adam, where you been? I said, stand aside, cause I'm a feeling mean. I had a gut full of you and I'm a feeling bad, but you're an ugly old pirate and ain't I glad? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what? He said, Captain, I said, what you want?
Formerly from the streets of Toronto on Yonge Street in front of the Eaton Centre, we used to see these guys called the Shuffle Demons. They wore pillowcases around their head and they played crazy songs like that. I myself rode the Spadina bus way back when, and it was because I was working at the Spadina Roundhouse at the base of Spadina, fixing big electric engines and spraying carbon tetrachloride all over the place. And we ended that set with Captain Sensible singing What? I'm not sure what that's all about, but I felt like that many, many times. A place that I like to go occasionally, very reminiscent of the good old days. My buddy Tibor and I used to hang around this place back in the day. It was called the Moscow Drug Club.
Underneath the gray streets where the gray people walk, there's a small secret nightclub where subversives sit and talk. Listening to illegal jazz, 10 years behind the Western fence. smoking Georgian gold. They refuse to do what they are told.
Yes.
Moscow Drug Club, secret rendezvous. Moscow Drug Club, where the Reds play the blues. La 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 You don't hear balalaikas because they're playing saxophones. They ignore the party line and disconnect the telephones. They do the shimmy and the shake. They take little red pills to stay awake under the Kremlin's gaze. Bigger beatnik Ruskies risky nowadays. Moscow Drug Club, secret rendezvous. Moscow Drug Club, where the Reds play the blues. Moscow Drug Club, the 5-year plan is just a joke. Moscow Drug Club, comrade, come on in and have a toke.
Specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in the smoking.
Well, I aim to try, and here's the song I'm gonna sing at your show. It's one I just recorded.
Belly, pot of beans, tie a rope around your jeans. Tell your mom not to wait. You ain't getting home till late. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna twist. There's a town I know where the hipsters go called Bedrock. Twitch, twitch. When you get an itch, then you do the twitch in Bedrock. Twitch, twitch. Cause the twitching's fine. Have yourself a time in Bedrock. Twitch, twitch. Well, we'll twist around the clock tonight in Bedrock. Twitch, twitch. And Rock is gonna roll with all his might in Bedrock. Twitch, twitch. It's a swinging town, so I'll see you down in Bedrock. Twitch, twitch. Yeah, yeah. tonight in bedrock. Twitch, twitch, and rock is gonna roll with all his might in bedrock. Twitch, twitch, it's a swinging town, so I'll see you down in bedrock. Twitch, twitch.
Flintstones began as a Hanna-Barbera attempt to regain their adult audience. They programmed the Flintstones in prime time. I think it was on a Tuesday night, 1960. It ran till 1966 and came back in countless incarnations. Basically, it was a ripoff of The Honeymooners. Jackie Gleason knew that, but he said he didn't want to be the guy responsible for yanking Fred Flintstone off the air. We heard the Screamin' Blue Messiahs there, and I Want to Be a Flintstone. And before that, we heard the Bedrock Twitch from the show itself, and we began that with B.B. Gabor from Toronto, Ontario. Well, here's another guy from Toronto. This is David Wilcox, and he's laying pipe.
My daddy worked construction, my brother too. He got me in the union, I'm paying my dues. Oh, but the woman I love has expensive taste. She's never satisfied. The latest things, a diamond ring, a car with an ultra glide. I work so hard, paying for all that stuff. 8 shifts a week, it's never enough. I'm laying pipe all night long, laying pipe. I'm working so hard, I'm laying pipe all night long, laying pipe to satisfy that woman.
I'm Bruce McCullough. I'd like to tell you about the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. David Hoffner, he works in my dad's store. He's worked here for 12 years, he'll probably work here for more. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. Dave Gord, I've known since I was 6. In grade 8 he broke his leg, so we got drunk and sick. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. Some of them are Davids,
but most of us are Daves.
They all have their own hands, but they come from different moms. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. Dave Jadisky, man, this cat can swing. He weighs almost 50 pounds and he delivers my paper on time. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. Dave Capisano, I hardly know him. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know. These are the Daves I know, I know. These are the Daves I know.
We are the Daves he knows, he knows. We are the Daves he knows. We are the Daves he knows, he knows. We are the Daves he knows. Some of us are Daves, but most of us are Daves. We all have our own hands, but we come from different moms.
These are the Daves I know, I know.
We are the Daves he knows, he knows.
These are the Daves.
That was Devo doing a Sam Cooke song. I think the name Devo means devolved human. And if it does, I've seen a few of them around lately. Before that, we heard Bruce McCullough from the Kids in the Hall. These are the Daves I Know. And before that, Layin' Pipe by David Wilcox. This is Modern Romance.
Yourself, you of space, you're super slow with an ugly face. Next time you try to make a pass, just stick to women in your class. I'm the queen, I'm the queen, I'm the queen of the rapping scene. I'm the queen, I'm the queen, I'm the queen of the rapping scene.
Two antique dealers in a SUV proceeded to cut me off. I followed them downtown to one of them artists' loft. One of the guys came to the door. He said, "Hi, you must be Mitch." I said, "No." I punched him in the teeth and said,
I'm a truck driving son of a bitch. Oh yeah, truck driving son of a bitch. Truck driving son of a bitch. Chain smoking, baby joking, truck driving son of a bitch.
The new waitress, she gave me the eye at Greasy Bob's Come On In. Took her home to a honky-tonk next thing for checking into the Spring Name Inn. In the morning, she says, "I love you, Hank." Then she starts to twitch. Said, "Sorry, baby, gotta go, 'cause I'm truck driving son of a bitch."
Oh yeah. I'm a truck driving son of a bitch.
I'm a pill popping, JoJo eating,
truck driving son of a bitch.
a chicken fried steak eating,
truck driving son of a bitch.
A $5 shower, duty girl, happy hour, truck driving son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Hey. What you twirling that tin ball? Buddy.
Drinking beer at my favorite bar, the Chrome Nudie Girl Inn. Truckers don't like shuttle bus drivers, and a slew of them walked in. Rather drink with a Smoky Bear and get the hemorrhoid itch. Me and Bob beat the shit out of them, 'cause I'm a truck driving son of a bitch.
Truck driving son of a bitch. I'm a truck driving son of a bitch. A sideburr wearing, red man chewing, truck driving son of a bitch. Thelma and Louise hating, yeah, truck driving son of a bitch. Truck driving son of a bitch. Chain smoking, CB joking, truck driving son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, don't slap me on the face, 'cause I'm a truck driving son of a bitch. I'm a truck driving son of a bitch. Truck driving son of a bitch. I tell you, I'm a truck driving son of a bitch. Gear shifting and chicken licking, truck driving son of a bitch. Oh yeah. Hey, come on. Hey, jeez, man. I thought you were a girl with all that hair. Where you going, boy?
Hey, dude. I'm going to a folk festival in Aspen.
Oh yeah, no kidding. The fuck out of my truck.
And now a word from tonight's sponsor.
This is George Foreman. I want to tell you about the Joe Louis School of Elocution. Everybody always asks me how was I able to communicate so well, and I tell them I owe it all to my bright personality and large vocabulary, and I owe it all to Joe Louis. He's my idol. Not only could he fight real good, but he was one of the baddest talkers around. Everybody was always impressed with what he said when they could understand him. And it's the same with me. I never used to give interviews because everybody would always wind up laughing when I talked. I used to get mad and have to kick their butt. But then a friend of mine, Rocky Graciano, told me about the Joe Louis School of Electrocution, and now when I speak, nobody laughs at me, at least nobody laughs to my face. So you've been having problems communicating, come on down and learn the secrets of one of the masters of the spoken word, Joe Louis. Also find out about the Joe Louis School of Money Management, Joe Louis School of Existential Philosophy, and Joe Louis School of Computer Programming. That's where I'm enrolled now. Hey man, see you around.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Your love gives me such a thrill, but your love won't pay my bills. I want money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Money don't get everything, it's true. What it don't get, I can't use. I want money. Give me your money.
That goes out to a listener, a friend of mine, going way, way back, George, who lives in the deep south somewhere. I'm not sure where, and that was a big favorite of his way back in the day. It's the Flying Lizards, and I think it was also the theme song for the Brian Johns Financial Show on SCTV. Before that, we heard Deadbolt, I'm a Truck Driving SOB. Then before that, we heard Modern Romance doing Nothing Ever Goes the Way You Planned. This is Dred Zeppelin.
Girl
be a musician if you could make sounds loud or mellow. Get a second-hand guitar, chances are you go far if you get in with the right bunch of fellows.
People see you having fun, just lying in the sun. Tell them that you like it this way. It's the work that we avoid, and we're all self-employed. We love to work at nothing all day, and we've been taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. We've been taking care of business.
Whoever we are, or wherever we're from, we should have noticed by now our behavior is dumb. And if our chances expect to improve, it's going to take a lot more than trying to remove the other race or the other whatever from the face of the planet altogether. They call it the Earth, which is a dumb kind of name, but they named it right because we behave the same. We are dumb all over. Dumb all over, yes we are. Dumb all over, near and far. Dumb all over, black and white. People, we is not rap tight. Nerds on the left, nerds on the right. Religious fanatics on the air every night. Saying the Bible tells the story and makes the details sound real gory about what to do if the geeks over there don't believe in the book we got over here. You can't run a race without no feet, and pretty soon there won't be no street for dummies to jog on, or doggies to dog on. Religious fanatics can make it be all gone. It won't blow up and disappear. It'll just look ugly for 1,000 years. You can't run a country by a book of religion, not by a heap or a lump or a smidgen of foolish rules of ancient date designed to make you all feel great while you fold, spindle, and mutilate those unbelievers from a neighboring state. To arms, hooray, that's great. 2 legs ain't bad unless there's a crate they ship the parts to mama in. For souvenirs, 2 ears.
Get down!
Not his, not hers, but what the hey. The good book says it's gotta be that way, but their book says
Revenge the Crusade.
With whips and chains and hand grenades. 2 arms, have another and another. Our God says there ain't no other. Our God says it's all okay. Our God says this is the way. It says in the book, burn and destroy. Repent and redeem and revenge and deploy and rumble thee forth to the land of the unbelieving scum on the other side. Because they don't go for what's in the book and that makes them bad. So, verily we must chop at them up or stomp at them down or rent a nice French bomb to poof them out of existence while leaving their real estate just where we need it to use again for temples in which to praise our God, because he can really take care of business. And when his humble TV servant with white hair and a brown suit and maybe a blonde wife who takes phone calls tells us it's okay to do this stuff, then we're supposed to do it, because if we don't do it, we ain't right up to heaven. Depending on which book you're using at the time, can't use theirs, it's all lies, gotta use mine, ain't that right? That's what they say every night, every day. Listen, we can't really be dumb if we're just following God's orders. After all, he wrote this book here. And in the book, he says he made us all to be just like him. So if we're dumb, then God is dumb. And maybe even a little bit ugly on the side.
we're all logical and stuff. We use logic to differentiate between non-cybernetic and organic. And I like to differentiate. When I turn the dial on, I like to listen to me some Ranger Dave.
Smithers, turn on the surveillance monitors.
Yes, sir.
It's worse than I thought. Each morning at 9, they trickle through the gate. They go home early. They come in late. Reeking of cheap liquor, they stumble through the day. Never give a thought to honest work for honest pay. I know it shouldn't vex me. I shouldn't take it hard. I should ignore their capering with a kingly disregard. But look at all those idiots. Oh, look at all those boobs. An office full of morons. A factory full of fools. Is it any wonder that I'm singing the blues?
Yours is a heavy burden, sir.
I'm just getting started. They make personal phone calls on company time. They Xerox their buttocks, and guess who pays the dime? Their blatant thievery wounds me, their ingratitude astounds. I long to lure them to my home and then release the hounds. I shouldn't grow unsettled when faced with such abuse. I shouldn't let it plague me. I shouldn't blow a fuse. But look at all those idiots. Oh, look at all those boobs. An office full of morons. A factory full of fools. Is it any wonder I'm singing the blues? What happened? Where are the instruments?
I believe they call this a breakdown, sir.
I can't have any breakdowns here. What if there was an inspector around? Play a guitar solo.
I'm a little out of practice, sir.
I said do it. So do it.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Yes, excellent. Well done. Alright, it's beginning to grate. That will be sufficient, Smithers.
Excuse me?
I said that's enough!
Oh, sorry, sir. Thought I had my mojo working.
That man by the cooler drinking water as if it's free.
Oh, that's Homer Simpson, sir. A drone from Sector 7G.
Yes, we'll call this Simpson to my office and stay to watch the fun. If he's 6 feet when he enters, he'll be 2 feet when I'm done. It brings a ray of sunshine to my unhappy life. To make him kneel before me and slowly twist the knife. Look at all those idiots. Dude, look at all those boobs. An office full of morons. A factory full of fools. Is it any wonder that I'm singing the blues?
Take me home, sir.
I'm trying. Surrounded by idiots. Outnumbered by boobs. An office full of morons. A planet full of fools. Is it any wonder I'm singing?
Maybe you should be singing, sir.
Singing the blues.
Mr. Burns, you make Muddy Waters sound shallow and cheerful by comparison.
Thank you, Smithers. Meaningless but heartfelt compliment. I feel like I got a few things off my chest and onto the chests of my inferiors.
You did.
Why are they still playing? They're not still on Saturday, are they?
We're not validating their parking, sir.
You know, I always used to imagine my father up in the head office acting like that, like Mr. Burns of The Simpsons, thinking like Mr. Burns of The Simpsons, and thinking to myself, if I was up there, I'd probably feel the same way. Before that, we heard Dumb All Over by Frank Zappa, and before that, Jeff Beck singing about the Parliament. Talk about Dumb All Over. And we started that out with Taking Care of Business, the old BTO song by Dred Zeppelin. And now let's cruise the seaside, shall we? This is the B-52s looking for a rock lobster.
We were at a party. The dear love fell in the day. Someone reached in and grabbed it. What a rock.
kangaroo everywhere. Lies, 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 lies. Too many lies, too many lies, too many lies, too many lies. Flies on my feet, flies on my toes, flies on my skin, get up my nose. Flies in the bedroom, creep, 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 buzzing around when I want to sleep. Flies in the bathroom, flies in the sink. Too many flies is what we think. Flies in the stereo at 33, I wish they'd go and let me be. Flies, 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 flies. Too many flies is what we think. Too many flies is what we think. Too many flies is what we think. Too many flies is what we think.
That was Brian Brain and the Deltoids singing about flies, and before that we had Rock Lobster, which was probably drawing those flies. And speaking of drawing flies, here's someone singing about the American military.
He gonna down your street. He ain't afraid of Jack. Shove it in your guts, never in your back. You better come aside when he rolls down your track. Talking about never kill me, mofo. He gon' kick down your door. Never kill me, mofo. Show you guess I would now.
cottage in Maine, Florida, and Washington and California. I gave her warning and lit the fuse right at the beginning of the network news. All I did was listen to the face. I blew up the United States. Now little bits of Texas are floating up in space. I blew up the United States. I put plastique in the Statue of Liberty, and my nerves got a little bit jittery. Poor little lady, there goes her head. Her arm is melting and her eyes turn red. All I did was listen to the face. I blew up the United States. Now little bits of Texas are floating out to space. I blew up the United States. It's a free country, I'm within my rights. Every child should have a weapon and a ton of dynamite. My hand is steady and my eye is cold. A voice inside my head keeps saying, do as you are told. All I did was listen to the face. I blew up the United States. Now little bits of Texas are floating up in space. I blew up the United States. All I did was listen to the face. I blew up the United States. Now little bits of Texas are floating up in space. I blew up the United States.
Are we rolling? A one, a two, a three, a four. A mother was washing her baby one night, the youngest of 10, and a delicate mite. The mother was poor, and the baby was thin. 'Twas naught but an skeleton, covered with skin. The mother turned round for the soap off the rack. She was only a moment, but when she turned back, her baby had gone, and in anguish she cried, "Oh, where has my baby gone?" The angels replied, "Oh, your baby has gone down the plug hole. Oh, your baby has gone down the plug." The poor little thing was so skinny and thin, he should have been washed in a jug, in a jug. Your baby is perfectly happy. He won't need a bath anymore. He's a mucking about with the angels above. Not lost, but gonna be a fool. want to do it again.
Well, from the album Disraeli Gears by Cream, that was Mother's Lament, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, as it were. Before that, we heard Was Not Was, I Blew Up the United States. And before that, we heard American McMofo by Michael Caton. Now, we're going to go out now with a special song because next week it's Halloween, and we're going to be doing a show called Sowin' Fear. I think this song sets the tone for that. This is the Velvet Underground. Listen carefully. This is The Gift. Good night, everyone, and remember to cut each other the slack that you seek.
Waldo Jeffers had reached his limit. It was now mid-August, which meant he had been separated from Marcia for more than 2 months. 2 months, and all he had to show were 3 dog-eared letters and 2 very expensive long-distance phone calls. True, when school had ended and she'd returned to Wisconsin, due to Locust, Pennsylvania, she had sworn to maintain a certain fidelity. She would date occasionally, but merely as amusement. She would remain faithful. But lately, Waldo had begun to worry. He had trouble sleeping at nights, and when he did, he had horrible dreams. He lay awake at night, tossing and turning underneath his pleated quilt protector, tears welling in his eyes as he pictured Marcia, her sworn vows overcome by liquor and the smooth soothings of some Neanderthal, finally submitting to the final caresses of sexual oblivion. It was more than the human mind could bear. Visions of Marcia's faithlessness haunted him. Daytime fantasies of sexual abandon permeated his thoughts. And the thing was, they wouldn't understand how she really was. He, Waldo, alone understood this. He had intuitively grasped every nook and cranny of her psyche. He'd made her smile. She needed him. He wasn't there. The idea came to him on the Thursday before the Mummers Parade was scheduled to appear. He just finished mowing and edging the Eggleston's lawn for $1.50, and I checked the mailbox to see if there was at least a word from Marcia. There was nothing but a circular from the Amalgamated Aluminum Company of America inquiring into his awning needs. At least they cared enough to write. It was a New York company. You could go anywhere in the mails. Then it struck him. He didn't have enough money to go to Wisconsin in the accepted fashion, true. But why not mail himself? It was absurdly simple. He would ship himself parcel post special delivery. The next day, Waldo went to the supermarket to purchase the necessary equipment. He bought masking tape, a staple gun, and a medium-sized cardboard box just right for a person of his build. He judged that with a minimum of jostling, he could ride quite comfortably. A few air horse and water, a husband of night snacks, and it would probably be as good as going tourist. By Friday afternoon, Waldo was set. He was thoroughly packed, and the post office had agreed to pick him up at 3 o'clock. He'd marked the package fragile, and as he sat curled up inside, resting on the foam rubber cushioning of the thoughtfully indicated, he tried to picture the look of awe and happiness on Marcia's face as she opened the door, saw the package, tipped the deliverer, and then opened it to see her Waldo finally there in person. She would kiss him, and then maybe they could see a movie. If he'd only thought of this before. Suddenly, rough hands gripped his package, and he felt himself borne up. He landed with a thud in the truck and was off. Marcia Bronson had just finished setting her hair. It had been a very rough weekend. She had to remember not to drink like that. Bill had been nice about it, though. After it was over, he said he still respected her, and after all, it was certainly the way of nature. And even though, no, he didn't love her, he did feel an affection for her. And after all, they were grown adults. Oh, and Bill could teach Waldo. But that seemed many years ago. Sheila Klein, her very, very best friend, walked in through the porch screen door and into the kitchen. Oh God, it's absolutely maudlin outside. I know what you mean. I feel all icky. Marcia tightened the belt on her cotton robe with the silk outer edge. Sheila ran her finger over some salt grains on the kitchen table, licked her finger and made a face. I'm supposed to be taking these salt pills, but she wrinkled her nose. They make me feel like throwing up. Marcia started to pat herself on the chin, an exercise she'd seen on television. God, don't even talk about that. She got up from the table and went to the sink where she picked up a bottle of pink and blue vitamins. Want one? Supposed to be better than steak. And then attempted to touch her knees. I don't think I'll ever touch a daiquiri again. She gave up and sat down, this time near to the small table that supported the telephone. Maybe Bill will call, she said to Sheila's glance. Sheila nibbled on the critical. After last night, I thought maybe you'd be through with him. I know what you mean. My God, he's like an octopus, hands all over the place. She gestured, raising her arms upward in defense. The thing is, after a while, you get tired of fighting with him, you know. And after all, I didn't really do anything Friday and Saturday, so I kind of owed it to him. You know what I mean. She started to scratch. Sheila was giggling with her hand over her mouth. I tell you, I felt the same way. And even after a while, she bent forward and whispered, I wanted to. Now she was laughing very loudly. It was at this point that Mr. Jameson of the Clarence Darrow Post Office rang the doorbell of the large sticker-coloured frame house. When Marshall Bronson opened the door, he helped her carry the package in. He had his yellow and his green slips of paper signed and left with a 15-cent tip that Marcia had gotten out of her mother's small beige pocketbook in the den. What do you think it is? Sheila asked. Marcia stood with her arms folded behind her back. She stared at the brown cardboard carton that sat in the middle of the living room. I don't know. Inside the package, Waldo quivered with excitement as he listened to the muffled voices. Sheila ran her fingernail over the masking tape that ran down the center of the carton. Why don't you look at the return address and see who it's from? Waldo felt his heart beating. He could feel the vibrating footsteps. It would be soon. Marcia walked around the carton and read the ink-scratched label. Oh, God, it's from Waldo. That schmuck, said Sheila. Waldo trembled with expectation. Well, you might as well open it, said Sheila. Both of them tried to lift the stapled flap. Ah, sweet, said Marcia. You must have nailed it shut. They tugged on the flap again. My God, you needed power drill to get this thing open. They pulled again. Can't get a grip. They both stood still, breathing heavily. Why didn't you get a scissor, said Sheila. Marcia ran into the kitchen, but all she could find was a little sewing scissor. Then she remembered that her father kept a collection of tools in the basement. She ran downstairs, and when she came back up, she had a large sheet metal cutter in her hand. This is the best I could find, she told her friend. Here, you do it. I'm gonna die. She sank into a large fluffy couch and exhaled noisily. Sheila tried to make a slit between the masking tape and the end of the cardboard flap. The blade was too big and there wasn't enough room. God damn this thing, she said, feeling very exasperated. Then smiling, I got an idea. What? Said Marcia. Just watch, said Sheila, touching her finger to her head. Inside the package, Waldo was so transfixed with excitement that he barely breathed. His skin fell quickly from the heat, and he could feel his heart beating in his throat. It would be soon. Sheila stood quite upright and walked around to the other side of the package. Then she sank down to her knees, grasped the cutter by both handles, took a deep breath, and plunged the long blade through the middle of the package, through the masking tape, through the cardboard, through the cushioning, and right through the center of Waldo Jeffers' head, which split slightly and caused little rhythmic arcs of red to pulsate gently in the morning sun.
Well, I see by the clock on the wall that it's time to bid you one and all goodbye.
Goodbye.
So long.
So long.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Adieu.
Adieu.
Be good.
Stay well.
Bye-bye.
Keep warm.
Relax.
At ease.
Take care.
Stay loose.
Adieu, mon vieux.
À la prochaine.
Goodbye till when we meet again.
Le programme, c'est fini. In toto. Kaput.